is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of February 2019, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of January, and let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you representing the present position or the beginning of February, you have the Eight of Clubs. So the Eight of Clubs here indicates that there will be a lot of upcoming news coming your way with regard to your career and also your finances. So it looks like that you have a lot in your plate. If you are working for yourself, you might get a lot of clients. You might get a lot of people coming your ways, asking you or wanting to work with you in some way. If you are working in a creative industries, then you might be getting a lot of offer to work in several different creative work or something like along those lines. Otherwise, if you are still looking for new jobs, and there will be a lot of prospective new roles offered to you, and there will be a lot of people that are seeing you as somebody that can help them to achieve what they want. So it looks like that you might get a lot of offer as well as to interviews or something along those lines. But if you are already get a new job, for instance, then you might get a lot of fast developments in terms of, let's say, to start working in that new companies, or even if you are still waiting for your work permits or any sort of visas or permits, then this can also be the indicates there will be a speed up developments on that area. So let's see the next card I have representing the bridge cards, or towards the influence cards, or towards the middle of the month. You have the Six of Clubs. So the Eight of Clubs coupled with the Six of Clubs, it looks like indicates that there is a beautiful new beginnings, I would say, in terms of your finances or in your work. It looks like the new beginning might be starting in the middle of the month. So there will be also indicates that for some other of you, that can also be indicating, like if you have been getting a lot of offer and you also went for interviews, for instance, then you might get a positive feedback towards that towards the middle of the month. So it looks like that you have an incoming positive news towards the middle of the month. So you just have to wait for whatever it is. For some of you who are working in the creative industries, you might get a lot of awards, something like that. You might get a lot of incoming awards or nominees and things like that. You might get a lot of those type of things, or even like if you're working for in the company, then you might get a lot of people that are asking you to participate in the competitions or something like that, and you might get a lot of positive feedback towards that as well. This can also be indicating if you are competing in the some kind of events, like Olympics or even like a marathon. You might get also to be a winner on those area. So it depends on the things that you are working towards, but as long as the two cards, the first two cards is concerned, you might get a positive and beautiful news towards the middle of the month. So just looking towards that. And the next card you have representing the past position of your spread, you have the Seven of Hearts. For some of you who are waiting for an offer or something like that, you might get those different options in the past, and you might get also some kind of like people are trying to deceive you in some way, so that you can buy into what they have and what they want you to do in some way. So just be mindful. I think for some of you who might already experience that in the month of January, it looks like that can also happen in the past as well. So the point here is to be grounded. Don't be like imagining something positive, like something too positive, I would say, not positive, but something that is too good to be true. So if you are looking for moving, for instance, then you might get like several different places that you can look towards, and not all of them are very good place though, even though like the landlord will say, oh, the place is awesome, the place is very close to your work and things like that, but it wasn't. So it's far away, and maybe there are a lot of additional costs towards that as well. So just be careful on that. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Joker card. For some of you, you already begin something new in some way. Like for some of you already getting an offer or getting a job, so you might get already started since January or even beforehand. So you learn a lot from that, like you already learned how to begin that. It can also be something that you begin yourself too, like opening a YouTube channels, or starting your own business, or starting your own services. That can also be the case here, like you are selling your own services in your area. So that can also be indicated at, and you learn a lot by doing so, how to manage and how to work on that, so that you can learn more and also work more, like becoming more productive on that manner. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Nine of Hearts. So this is actually a good card, to be honest, but since this is something that you need to let go of, it looks like that you might have a lot of different agendas here. Like you have already got a lot on your plate, and you might also have a lot of dreams, like a lot of hopes towards the new things that are coming your way, which is can be indicative here with the Six of Club. So like I said in the beginning, there will be a new beginnings towards the middle of the month. So but the message here is like you may have to let go some of those empty hopes, or hopes that are like just a dream, like you might want like a very high salaries, or like living in the nicest place that are closer to your work, or whatever the case may be. But actually that might not be the case here. You just have to be grounded as always, like I said before, with the Seven of Hearts. You just have to be grounded here and be practical as well. So none of not all of your hopes will be fulfilled. You just have to be prioritizing which parts of your hopes that you wanted to be to be fulfilled and to be implemented. You just have to see which part that are applicable towards your situations and see it from them, instead of forcing the whole things to be there for you, and that can be impossible. Yeah, because none of if all of your hopes become reality, then this will become very perfect, right? Which is not the case. So the next card is you have representing the past, the last or the future cards. Towards the end of the month, you have the King of Hearts. So the King of Hearts here indicates there will be a male significant figure from the water sign possibly in the age of 35 to 40, and this kind of person can be your new employer, or your new boss, or your new supervisor, or your new managers. And this person can be somebody that are like very, I would say, like he's very compassionate toward other people, but it doesn't mean that he's not looking at you objectively, but it does. But he just have to, he just see your emotion more, like he care about other people more. And you might have to work with him. So, but don't worry, as long as you don't make him mad or like destroying his emotions, then it's okay. So the last card here representing the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck, you have the two of diamonds. So the two of diamonds here indicates that you might be very busy or busier than before, I would say, in the month of February, and you just have to see the balance. You have to balance yourself, which part that you can do it and which part of the job that you can't, and you just have to delegate it toward other people, so that you can do something that is important and that is something that you are capable of, and you are like mastering on those fields. And overall, you just have to divide and manage your time for yourself, for your families, and for your work. And as long as you do that, everything will be okay. So I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like it, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe, and also push the bell icon so that you get the notifications. If you want to donate, you can donate on the emails here and for the personal readings as well. And see you next month. Thank you.